Who would have thought that Godzilla, Big Bird, and the Rugrats would get stars before these celebs?
You think we need one more?
Welcome to Ms. Mojo, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 celebrities who surprisingly don't have a Hollywood Walk of Fame star. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're taking a look at celebrities who have had an enormous impact on the entertainment industry, but haven't been commemorated on the Hollywood Walk of Fame with a star as of 2018. Some of these big names were nominated for a spot in the past, but they never had a date set for a public ceremony. Nevertheless, their absence remains very surprising.
If everything goes according to plan, I'm going to be moving back in with my parents soon.
Number 10. Judi Dench. Although she has been acting professionally since the late 50s, Judi Dench wasn't a prominent screen presence until the 1990s. Taking the mantle of M in the James Bond films, Dench emerged as a household name with GoldenEye.
If you think for one moment I don't have the balls to send a man out to die, your instincts are dead wrong.
She continued to etch her place in film history with Oscar-nominated roles in Mrs. Brown, Chocolat, and Shakespeare in Love, the latter of which resulted in a Best Supporting Actress win.
But I know something of a woman in a man's profession. Yes, by God, I do know about that.
It's hard to say why Dench hasn't been awarded a star yet. Maybe it's because she found mainstream success later in life, or maybe her movies are just too British for Hollywood's taste. Number 9. Steve Martin.
He hates these cans! Stay away from the cans!
With a career in film, television, stand-up, and music that spanned across decades, Steve Martin is no stranger to accolades. The legendary comedian has won an Emmy Award and a Grammy. While he's never been nominated for an Academy Award, he did receive an honorary Oscar in 2013, leaving him just a Tony short of EGOT status. Even if Martin never gets to join the exclusive club, though, the least we can do is give him a spot on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Come on! Let's toast!
Between his performances in The Jerk, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, and Father of the Bride, he's more than earned it.
Then suddenly I went blank. I had one line and I couldn't remember it.
Number 8. Leonardo DiCaprio. At 19, Leonardo DiCaprio earned his first Oscar nomination for What's Eating Gilbert Grape.
I killed him, Gilbert! I killed him!
Just a few years later, he landed the lead role in the highest-grossing movie at the time, Titanic.
I'm the king of the world!
In the years that followed, DiCaprio won 2 Golden Globes and received 4 more Oscar nominations, all before turning 40. In fact, Leo was so well nominated, it was ridiculous that he hadn't won an Academy Award already, a situation finally rectified in 2016 due to his performance in The Revenant. He is still missing another accolade, however, a Hollywood Walk of Fame star. What does he need to do, wrestle another bear? Number 7. Denzel Washington.
Every time you break the seal on that liquor bottle, that's a government seal you're breaking.
From Malcolm X to The Hurricane to Fences, Denzel Washington has been consistently phenomenal in one movie after another. Even when a film is just average, Denzel isn't. He not only won an Oscar for supporting work in Glory, but also took home the Best Actor award for Training Day.
King Kong ain't got shit on me!
Doing so made him the second African-American actor to achieve this particular accolade, following in the footsteps of Sidney Poitier. Unlike Poitier, however, Washington has yet to be recognized on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Maybe it's like what Denzel said in his Oscar acceptance speech, "I'll always be chasing you, Sidney." Number 6. Beyoncé. Sure, Destiny's Child received a star on the Walk of Fame in 2006.
Say my name, say my name.
However, Beyoncé has come a long way since her days with the girl group, producing solo hits like Single Ladies, Halo, and Countdown. Throughout her career, she's won 22 Grammys and 24 VMAs, and set multiple records. She's even landed roles in a couple high-profile films like Dreamgirls and the live-action Lion King remake.
Maybe that's the problem. Maybe you just don't see me for who I am.
Since Beyoncé has more than proven herself, doesn't she deserve an individual star? All 4 Beatles have their own stars, in addition to the one they earned as a band. Why can't Beyoncé get the same recognition? Number 5. George Clooney.
Just trying to be friendly.
Although he got his big break as Dr. Doug Ross on the small screen, George Clooney would eventually become the very definition of a movie star. Starring in commercial hits like Ocean's 11,
Why do this? Why not do it?
Clooney went on to win a Best Supporting Actor Oscar for Syriana. He's also proven his worth behind the camera, directing Good Night and Good Luck, co-writing The Ides of March, and co-producing the Best Picture-winning Argo.
Is this your personal theory? Because I can shoot holes in it.
Clooney cemented his mark outside Grauman's Chinese Theater in 2007, but still hasn't accepted a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, unlike his aunt Rosemary.
Love, you didn't do right by me.
Number 4. Oprah Winfrey. Where do we even begin with this entertainment magnate? Before she was the queen of all media, Winfrey delivered an Oscar-nominated turn in The Color Purple.
Don't trade places with what I've been through.
Her long-running syndicated talk show would premiere 1 year later, solidifying her place as a television icon. Aside from enormous wealth, Oprah has been compensated with several prestigious accolades, including an honorary Oscar, the Cecil B. DeMille Award, and the Presidential Medal of Freedom. Since Oprah is essentially synonymous with success, it's baffling that her Walk of Fame star is nowhere to be found. Maybe she's just too busy to accept in person? Number 3. Julia Roberts. Rising to prominence with roles in Mystic Pizza and Steel Magnolias, it was her Oscar-nominated performance in Pretty Woman that earned Roberts the title of America's Sweetheart.
Big mistake. Big. Huge.
She followed up that romantic comedy with several other hits, leading up to her Oscar-winning performance in Erin Brockovich.
That's all you got, lady. 2 wrong feet and f***ing ugly shoes.
Even years later, Julia Roberts is still one of the first names that comes to mind when people think movie star. This makes it all the more baffling why Roberts hasn't leapt at the opportunity to join her fellow stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. You can't help but wonder why. Number 2. Clint Eastwood.
You've got to ask yourself one question. Do I feel lucky? Well, do you, punk?
Eastwood's acting resume alone is enough to secure his spot on the Walk of Fame. Aside from portraying characters like Harry Callahan, he's directed 2 Best Picture winners, Unforgiven and $1 Million Baby.
Well, I found him. I stuck with him for 8 years. How's that for not believing in him?
Many of his films have even been enormous box office successes, with American Sniper becoming 2014's highest-grossing domestic release. Although Eastwood doesn't have a star yet, it's not due to a lack of trying. Ana Martinez, who produces the Walk of Fame, once stated, "There's 1 spot left in front of the Chinese theater if he wants it."
Well, what difference does it make?
It would appear he doesn't. Before we get to our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
I will go back and finish those other two movies and make this complete. I will not let this just die right here.
It's party time! P-A-R-T. Why? Because I gotta!
Can I bum one? Go ahead.
Number 1. Robert De Niro. Like Al Pacino, Robert De Niro is another Godfather alum who remains strangely starless.
You and I are like a couple of regular fellas. I mean, you do what you do, I do what I gotta do.
Following up Marlon Brando is no easy task, but De Niro pulled it off with his portrayal of a young Vito Corleone, becoming an Oscar winner. He further secured his legacy as one of the acting greats with performances in Taxi Driver, The Deer Hunter, and Raging Bull, the latter of which earned him a second Oscar.
Honey, look, I'm a bummer on you when the kids don't go.
A quick rundown of De Niro's impressive filmography will sum up why he deserves a star. But until then, at least his hand and footprints have been immortalized on Hollywood Boulevard.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from Ms. Mojo and subscribe for new videos every day.